Hey, hello, what's up everyone? In this video I'm going to teach you about Mercury in the 4th house of D9 Navamsa. So before beginning, if you're not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, hit the bell icon and click the like button, and if you have any doubt after watching this video, please to mention it in my below comment section, okay? So let's begin. So mainly, what is my Navamsa or the D9 chart? See, Navamsa or the D9 chart is the second most important chart after your birth chart. It gets activated after the second half of your life or after 33 years or 36 years of age. It is mainly seen for your strengthness of your planet. It is also seen for your married life, how it will be, whether it will be good or bad. It is also seen for your relationship between you and your spouse. It can also be seen for your marital life. So these are the things mainly the Navamsa chart or the DI chart is mainly seen for. Now coming to the strengthness of your planet. So let's say for example if any planet is deviated in your birth chart. Let's say for example if Sun is deviated in your birth chart and that planet Sun is been exalted in your Navamsa chart or the DN chart. That shows that that planet Sun has gained extra strength or extra power. Now after checking your strengthness of your planet, come to the married life. See, every individual divisional chart including the main birth chart has its own Karaka planet or the significant planet. So for example in the birth chart or the D1 chart, Sun is the Karaka planet or the significant planet. Okay, so if Sun is very well placed in your birth chart or the D1 chart, that represents that your life will be very good. Now coming to the married life, that is the Navamsa chart or the D9 chart. So the Karaka planet or the significant planet is the planet Venus. So if Venus is very well placed in your Navamsa chart or the D9 chart, that represents that your married life will be very good. So Venus should be in an exalted sign, Multicon sign, moon sign, or in a friendly sign. That represents your married life will be very good, and relationship between you and your spouse will be very good. Now coming to the 4th house of D9 Navamsa chart. Now what does 4th house of D9 Navamsa chart represents? See, 4th house of D9 Navamsa chart represents your private environment after your married life, how it will be, whether it will be very good or bad. It also represents your mental happiness, mental peace through your spouse after your married life. Whether you will get a mental happiness or mental peace through your spouse can be seen through the 4th house of D9 Navamsa chart. See, 4th house of the D9 Navamsa chart also represents your house, your vehicle after your married life. Whether you will get a house, your own property with your own name, whether you will get your own vehicles, or can be seen through the 4th house of D9 Navamsa chart. Now, after all seeing these 4th house things and all, now what does planet Mercury represent? See, planet Mercury represents your intellectual ability, what you apply in your marriage or after your marriage, and it also represents whether you have a very good intelligent communication through your spouse. That can be also seen through the planet Mercury, the placement of the Mercury, planet Mercury. Now, what happens when Mercury is placed in the 4th house of D9 Navamsa chart? See, when Mercury is placed in the 4th house of D9 Navamsa chart, it represents many things. So mainly actually this placement is little bit the difficult placement for Mercury. So not even difficult, it shows that it's a very different placement for Mercury. It's a weirdo type of placement for the planet Mercury, because in this placement Mercury feels like it feels very different from any other houses, because 4th house represents your mental happiness, mental peace. So in order to get mental happiness or mental peace, so you need to apply your intelligence to get in order to get that particular mental peace. So that's why it feels very weird here in this placement, Mercury. Now Mercury in the 4th house also shows that there will be many movement in your house. That means that many people will be coming and going to your house, and it also shows that many guests will be coming, like it can be your relatives, your cousins, or it can be your mother, your spouse mother. So these are all the things that may be happening when Mercury is sitting in the 4th house of D9 Navamsa. Now it also represents person may be a very good real estate business person. Person will be very intelligent, or person's spouse will be very intelligent in terms of looking after the home and all. So these are all the things the person will be intelligent. Now what happens when Mercury is conjuncted different planets like benefic planets and malefic planets? Now when Mercury is conjuncted the benefic planets, it gives very good results in the 4th house. Now see what happens when Mercury is conjuncted planet Moon. Now what does Moon represent? Moon represents, it's a Karaka for the 4th house. Moon represents your mother. Moon represents your happiness. Moon also represents your actually the inner mental mind. So getting happiness through that. So these are all the things are represented with planet Moon. Moon represents your emotion also. So when Moon and Mercury are conjuncted towards each other, that represents that after your married life you will be having great sense of humor, because Mercury represents, it's actually planet for comedians, right? So in order to become a comedian you need to have a very good sense of humor. So you may have very good sense of humor, or your spouse may be having very good sense of humor, and it also shows that you laugh at particular jokes, at particular things like that. So which things are related to the comedy things. Now, when Moon and Mercury are conjuncted in the fourth house, that also represents you will get happiness through your spouse when you talk very intelligently, smartly, and you deal with communication very smartly with your spouse. So these are all the things it can be seen. It also shows that you can be very good at business after your married life to trading, import and export within the country. Now, what happens when Mercury is conjuncted planet Venus? Now, when Mercury is conjuncted planet Venus, that represents that after your married life, you will be having some your spouse will, sorry, not you, your spouse will be having some artistic ability, so that through that you get very good gains. Now, what happens when Mercury is conjuncted planet Jupiter? That represents that after your married life, you get a spouse who is having very good knowledge, depth knowledge about that fourth house. That is, fourth house is about like home, vehicle, private environment, private things. So spouse may be having so these knowledge, depth knowledge. Now, when Mercury is conjuncted planet malefic planets like Sun, Mars, Rahu, Ketu, Saturn, that represent in order to get a mental peace, you have to struggle first. You have to play smart. So in order to get this one mental peace, and you need to communicate in a very smart way through your hard work. Because see, malefic planets in the fourth house doesn't do very well. Even though if it is in the one sign, it will give you first struggle and then you get mental peace afterwards. Now, what happens when Mercury is connected with Sun? That I already explained, the Sun in the fourth house. Please do watch that. But still, I'll explain it. See, Mercury and Sun, actually, Sun represents commanding personality and all. In the home, through your communication, you want to command your home. So, like, everyone should listen to you. So, these are the things when Sun and Mercury are conjuncted in the fourth house of D9 Navamsa represents. Now, what happens when Mercury is conjuncted with planet Mars? That represents you will be very aggressive, you will be planning for something bad in your home. Now, what happens when Mercury is conjuncted with planet Saturn? That represents that you will be very practical in your home environment, and you will be very like you will be like thinking reality only in your home. So you won't be having so much that connection with your home, like emotionally connected to your home and all. Now, what happens when Mercury is connected with planet Rahu? That represents you may be a very good business minded person, real estate business minded person, and it also shows that you'll get very good materialistic gains through your mother-in-law side. Because fourth house also represents in the D9 noun chart mother-in-law. Actually, 10th house represents mother-in-law, but in the D9 noun chart, fourth house can represents a type of mother sides, like mother-in-law, your mother also. Now, what happens when Mercury is conjuncted with planet Ketu? That represents that you'll be having some very bad communication, cut off communication with your spouse after your married life within the home. So it also shows that you will be interested towards the occult science, learning occult science subject, deep spiritual knowledge, things and all. So these are all the things that I mainly analyzed when Mercury is conjuncted different planets in the fourth house of D9 Navamsa chart. So this is it for today, guys. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe below, or else I will see you in the next video. That is the divisional chart. I will continue divisional chart series. That is the D7 chart I am going to start. So yes, until and unless if you want any consultancy, please do contact me given below WhatsApp number, or else you can even mail me also. So thank you, bye bye, love you, take care.